Hey, what's up, guys? It's RPG Player back at again for a bit. Today is November 4th for the Commander Legends spoilers. And also, there's a little bit more that was November 3rd, but I recorded before. So let's start with here. Arcane Denial and Counterspell. Good counterspells, they got reprinted. Arcane Denial, I think, is like really cool. It's interesting. So, it's one less blue than Counterspell, but then you and your opponent both draw a card. The controller that you counter the spell draws 2 cards, and you draw a card on the next turn upkeep. So each of you get a card. So, it's kind of bad, but for that one extra blue instead of regular counterspell here. But I think it can be interesting because, the downside to playing counterspells is that, in a 4-man game, if you counter someone's spell, you both are down with cards, and the both other opponents are cool. Now they're both down 1 card, and we both lost nothing. But in this way, you both pretty much don't lose a card also. So pretty much you replace the stuff, and your opponent also gets to replace it, and get a +1. So it's not like in terms of equality, it equals out. So you and the opponent you just countered the spell aren't down, and so resources fight the other players. But in CD, it's just cards bad. You'd rather just have regular counterspell. So Guildless Common. So it enters on field tab. When it's red, for return the land you control to its owner's hand, and then he taps for 2 colorless. So this is interesting. So I guess we compare this to the bounce lands and the Temple of the False God. I think this is better than Temple of the False God. Honestly, Temple of the False God, it feels bad because a lot of times Temple of the False God will can either do very well because that extra mana can honestly win you a game, or it can screw you over really badly. And the difference between that is that you don't really notice when Temple of the False God helps you and propels your game plan by giving that extra mana, but you really notice when you get screwed by it when you play it as your 4th land. Yeah, it really sucks. That's it. But this is cool. I think the other lands are better, but I guess you can put this in a colorless deck, because those exist. And also, probably one color decks, monocolor decks. I'd probably put that in my mono blue or black deck. Alright, next up, Shy. Cool reprint. It's a kind of annoying card. Pretty much it just keeps getting bigger every single time my opponent casts a spell. That's it. Next up, Universal Solvent. 1. And then 7, destroy target permanent. Not good. The only place I would consider running this would be a black deck or a red deck that can't deal with enchantment artifacts. Black can't deal with artifacts. And enchantments, it can't really. We got the new tool Feed the Swarm, and they're saying that they're going to give black more. But as of right now, there's not really anything to deal with enchantments in black, until they give us more. They said that they're going to open black up to enchantment removal because they felt it's not fair. That it just can't deal with both artifacts and enchantments, but red could deal with artifacts, just not enchantments. So they said, okay, yeah, we're going to let black deal with enchantments, not artifacts. Yeah. But Unstable Obelisk is kind of better. Next up, Sisei's Ring for tap side 2. So this is Warm Power Stone. I think Warm Power Stone is 3 mana, I believe, and tap for 2. Yeah, Warm Power Stone. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So, but this comes into play untapped. It's not unless but the thing is, 3 and 9 was better. 4 mana gives you 3 instead of 2. So 3 and 9 was just superior to this card. So this card's not really that good. Next up, Ingenuity Engine. Ingenuity Engine, that's kind of 7 mana, that's a lot, but that's Cascade. So you get to Cascade something 6 or less. Pretty good. And then 1, sacrifice an arc, return target artifact control to start. Oh, so you can do tricky things with this. But the thing is, it's 7 mana to do this. Even though, yeah, you can do the thing, tap, sack something, bring it back. You might be able to get them some broken loops, but you need mana. This is 7 to pop out. And it's other than that, it's just hard to play. I can see the broken things you can do with it, but I don't see how it would be practical at 7 mana. Alright, next up, Abradia. Deal 3 to a creature, destroy an artifact. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a good card. I feel like Lightning Strike compared to this, or like, well, if you compare Bolt, like, Bolt's kind of better. It can dome an opponent, and also it's just one more cheaper, even though you don't get the artifact choice. Against Lightning Strike, I think this is probably better than Lightning Strike. Oop. Notifications. Get out. Notifications. Bruh. So, yeah. I think, like, against, like, no, what was I say? Against Lightning Strike, this is probably better. Because even you get that choice of just blowing up an artifact, which kind of matters next up. Humble Defector, Human Rogue, tap it, draw 2 cards, start component gains control of it. Not really good. It's card advantage in red, but unless you can do something like tap and then sack it, like tap sack it, it's just not really good. I mean, I guess you could make a deal with someone and be like, oh, okay, we're just going to keep giving each other back and forth. But no, that's right. What they're going to do is they're just going to pass between each other. Unless you make a deal, they're just going to pass it between each other. It's like, okay, yeah, we're just not going to let you have it again. Like, we're all going to get value off this, but you're not. Okay, then we have Chroma Muvic's Opus. So when a opponent casts a second spell each turn, draw a card. It's good, but no, it's meh. I mean, it can get you a little bit of card advantage, but like, not like an optimal commander. This is from the commander set. No, not Commander Legends. The precons. Yeah. I mean, it's a fine card. I mean, I think I like Ludovic more. The one where when you hit an opponent, you draw a card. Like, I think that one's really cool for like politicking. It's the same thing with Edric. Yeah. All right. Well, next thing we have a Chroma's Will. Choose one. If you control commander, you may cast this. As you cast this spell, you may choose both. Okay. Creatures you control gain vigilance, double strike, and flying. Okay, that's good. Creatures you control gain lifelink, indestructible, protection from all. Oh no. So you're choosing the bottom half. If you don't have your commander, you're choosing the bottom half. But that's all creatures. God damn. This isn't win a game. Dead ass. Like, Voltron decks, watch out. Oh yeah. Well, no, watch out for Voltron decks. Freaking 4 mana to give your commander lifelink, vigilance, protection from all colors, indestructible, vigilance, flying, and double strike. Nah, that kind of dumb. I mean, you're just definitely picking lifelink, indestructible, protection. Like, it's instant too, so you can just like, okay, 4 mana, just give all my things indestructible. It just protects your things too. That's also just good. Just protection and indestructible. Like, how can you, like, when you play, it's like, okay, so this can either just be a blowout or you can just win on the spot with this. Yeah, but you're not really picking the top mode unless you have your commander, which then you get both. Alright, next up, a Chroma, Vision of Ixadore. 7 mana, flying, first strike, vigilance, trample. Ooh, a lot of words. Alright, at the beginning of each combat until end of your turn, each other creature you control gets +1/+1 if it has flying. +1/+1 if it has first strike, and so on for double strike. And partner, that's interesting. So, so everything gets pumped up. So you have a Chroma and a Chroma's Will. You give everything. So this is pretty much just the keywords deck, but there's been a few of those. There's Audric, Lunarch Marshal, and there's also the Rayami, First of the Fallen. That one's not really that good. So this, I mean, and if you can find a good partner for it, you can do good things with this. You can just have a big board. Just all your creatures are just in combat big. Oop. Oh, wait, no. Okay. It's a good card. I mean, you just have to find the right part. Like, all these cards, like, these partners on their own, well, these are the old partners. Like, I've said this, but just, I think having too many partners is just not that good for the health. It just might open up broken things. I mean, I like it for the diversity factor. Like, you're not going to see the same builds, because, like, You might see one creature consistently, but if it's partnered with another creature, it can just change the whole strategy. I like that factor. But I just don't like the fact that that might be just multiple things you could make, and there might just be a whole new class of just tier 1 decks. There could be from these, we don't know. There could be dumb pairs. Let's see. So Dawnglade Region, 8/8 for 7. That's already decent. You become the Monarch. Nice. As long as you're the Monarch, pretty much you control of Hexproof. That's spicy. I feel like the Monarch deck can honestly now just be a deck. There's so much Monarch. I really love Monarch as a mechanic. I think it's cool. Well, I don't... Look, having a Monarch deck, though, that doesn't sound fun, because what they're going to do is they're just going to be like, oh, well, everyone's going to want to attack me, so I'm just going to put all the stacks pieces in. All the Pillow Forts. I'm going to put all the Pillow Forts in so they can attack me, so I'm just going to keep getting this Monarch effect. Always have it. That's the only... But I just like if someone plays a Monarch card, that's just great. It just adds a whole new diversity. Like, it enables action, because, like, a lot of the times you win, it's not combat or being aggressive. It's by waiting and then assembling your combo and winning. That's how you must command the game's end. Not a lot through combat, so I like that Monarch adds that, but at the same time, if someone builds a Monarch deck, they're going to be the only one that's the Monarch most of the time, because they're just going to have all Pillow Fort. Alright, next up, we have Glacian Power Stone Engineer. It's 3/6 for 6. Yeah. Tap X, untap artifacts you control. Look at the top X cards of your library. Put one of those into your hand, the rest in your graveyard. Whoa. Okay. So mills you, and you just get one of those cards. You just get any one of those, and the rest go into your bin. That can. So this is like just graveyard fuel. You just tap all your artifacts into this, and then you just fuel your graveyard for any of your graveyard synergies you want to do. Really nice. And I'm pretty sure, there's plenty of partners I've seen that care about the graveyard. So partnering up with this. And also there's been a lot that care about artifacts. So again, partnering up with this. So sometimes like artifact self-mill. Yeah, it can do well. Alright, Yuriko reprint. Yuriko, I kind of don't like this card, honestly. One, because I kind of see it a lot. And two, I just don't like... It kind of just breaks Commander. It breaks the rules. Because it has no commander attacks. Because ninjutsu is not an alternate. Because like things like mutate or like bestow. I'm pretty sure bestow's an alternative cost. Those are alternative cost, which means that those still get taxed. Commander ninjutsu is not an alternative cost. It just puts it onto the battlefield. There's no cost in that. So commander tax doesn't affect it. And the thing is. And commander attacks, the way it works is many times you cast it. So actually, what you can do is let's say like you ninjutsu her 3 times, you can actually just play her for 3. She doesn't keep increasing the more times you ninjutsu her. Like, it just breaks the game. And also, like, Yuriko can be a very nasty competitive deck. You just put like dumb things in that are big, deal a bunch of damage. Alright. Gail Strike. 3 mana instant, return target tapped creature to its owner's hand, draw a card, It's not really that good of a card. Except Kengi's Lieutenant, 1/1 for 3, flying when it attacks. Each attacking creatures with flying get +1/+1 until end of turn, and has Encore, ooh. So, Encore is kind of big, 6 mana for that. So, you get these flyers, and when they attack... You're going to have 3 of these flyers, they're going to attack, and then if you have a bunch of other flyers, you can just you can pump them up +3/+3. That's really good. So pretty much all your flyings get +3/+3 in the Encore. That is a good effect. It's just an anthem right there. And then the big man himself, Kengi, Sky Warden. He's a 3/3 for 5, Vigilance, flying. When you attack, the attacking creatures with flying get +2/+0. Okay, so that's what this is just doing. And when it blocks, blocking creatures with flying. Okay. Interesting. So you can be defensive and... That's really... And this has Vigilance. So you can do dumb things with this. If you just give your creatures Vigilance, they're just good offensively and good defensively. It pretty much is... If you have Vigilance creatures, it pretty much is +2/+0. No, it's not +2/+2 pretty much, because attack most of the time you only care about your attack when you're doing damage, and you care about your toughness when you're blocking. So yeah, but the thing is, it doesn't give value though. That's the thing. It pumps your flyers up, makes them good attackers and blockers, but it doesn't provide card advantage or anything. So I don't think it's going to be that good of a commander. I think there's better choices, honestly. For flying, yeah, definitely. But still a good card. You probably would include this in the 99 of a flying base deck. Right, next up, the Corrective Cruder. Recruiter, 4/3. When it or another pirate enters the battlefield under control, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature until end of turn. It gets haste and becomes a pirate. Okay. So when it instantly enters, you just get to steal something. It's a pirate. Damn, that's nasty though. There's probably easy ways you can just break this, just steal everyone's whole board. Yeah, the pirate. Yeah, but there's a lot of cool support for a few of the themes I'm really seeing them push is pirates and the green black elves. Those are themes that really been seen pushed in this set. I mean, it's nice that they're trying to give some support to archetypes, but they're really kind of pushing it. Alright, in the last card we're going to talk about Shakishima's Will. 4 mana, choose one. If you control a commander, as you cast a spell, choose both. Okay. Target opponent chooses a creature they control. You gain control of it. It's not that good. Choose a creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes So you're definitely picking the bottom half. No question. So yeah, all my creatures are, I don't know, any dumb thing, it's just anything that's dumb. There's probably a bunch of things I could list. I mean, I don't really need to list anything. You can just do dumb things with that. And target opponent chooses a creature, they gain. I mean, also, you can do, things. I mean, the first half I don't think is really that good. You're just gonna get your opponent's. So you get your opponent's worst creature, and then you just get to make all your that. The bomb path's definitely the part that you can abuse. This, and if you have the new Sakashima, and you have any any good legendaries I don't know what. I mean, I'm trying to think of a really good example, but any creature, honestly. There's just a bunch of things you can do with this. Any creature is good. Yeah, let me find an example here. Rex Age. Rex Age is decent. You just get to freaking blow up all the artifacts and enchantments on the table. Actually, oh no, that's an ETB effect. No. It doesn't work well with ETB effects, but things with combat can be really good. Straight up, if you just made all your creatures now just say, oh yeah, when they just attacks, draw a card, that's great. If you have 5 creatures, when they attack, you just draw 5 cards. And you can also have a flyer, give them all flying. That's really good too. I mean, what else? I mean, this is not really good because it's. Any good, really combat-based effects. What's a good example? When it attacks. What's it? Oh, Angel, the Angel of Destiny. Oh yeah. Pretty much, you just win the game there. Cause they stack too. Yeah, it's pretty much. So if you do that with Angel of Destiny, you win the game. If you have 5 creatures, you just attack one. You kill one person with that. You attack them all with that, and then you gain 1 billion life, and then you just win. And then, yeah, because of Angel Destiny, they lose the game. So that's one example I thought of. There's probably plenty others you can abuse. So yeah, that's all for the video, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace. Have a good day, everyone.